Spoony 1 versus Final Fantasy 8, which, God, what fucking video am I on? I think I'm on part 5, actually. It's a forklift instructor video. Part 6 or 7. I think it was after his video about Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, watching Spoony 1. 7. That makes sense. Oh, yeah, that was his review of Final Fantasy 7. There it is. God, this thing is so cluttered. Oh, my God. Hey, Richard, what's up, buddy? Yes, Mario RPG. I saw that direct was really good. Oh my God, that direct was actually very good. Let me just share the link with everyone so they know I'm streaming. We'll start letting people. Bruce, what's up, buddy? Yeah, that Nintendo Direct today was fucking good. Mario RPG, Pikmin 1, 2 on the fucking Switch, which I spent most of today playing Pikmin. We are so back. The new Mario platform, the new 2D Mario game looks so fucking good. Super Mario Brothers Wonder, that looks so good. Oh my God, I'm so glad it's not. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid looks. That Metal Gear Solid collection, I will be buying that and I will be streaming it. You will be seeing me stream it. Snake's Revenge. I did not think they'd put Snake's fucking Revenge on fucking that collection. I guess since Kojima isn't there, they can just do whatever the fuck they want. But yeah, there's so many good games. A Star Ocean remake? Holy fuck. Fucking Mario fans are eating good today. Alright, let me just share this and then we'll watch the video. But yeah, that direct was pretty good. Star Ocean getting the... Yeah, it looks good, too. We got fucking... Hey, Gaseous, what's up, buddy? Yeah, the Nintendo fans, we're eating good. Mario RPG remake, Super Mario Wonder, the Pikmin, the shadow dropping of... I'm doing good, man, I'm doing good. The shadow dropping of Pikmin 1 and 2, which, by the way, that was what I spent most of today playing. I woke up early, watched the direct, tried to go to sleep, woke up around like 6, and then downloaded and played Pikmin 1 for like 4 hours of ignoring the Super Mario RPG existed. 30 years. The game came out in 96. I've been out all day. I forgot that was happening today. Yeah. This caused the Wii and GameCube versions to go down in value, so people stop over. Yeah, I was gonna buy Pikmin for the Wii, Pikmin 1 and 2, but I just got the Switch versions today, and it's really good. I like it. I haven't played Pikmin since the GameCube days, and I've never played Pikmin 2, but I'm having fun with it. It was like $70. Holy fuck. I think the most expensive GameCube game I got was, I bought Resident Evil Code Veronica for the GameCube for like $65. Before that, the most expensive GameCube game I got was Melee for like $55, $60. I own Cubivore, God bless you. That game needs to be on another system. Cubivore, Gotcha Hero, Snatcher, Police Knots. Since they're re-releasing Kojima games without Kojima's consent, fuck it. Put Police Knots on there, fuck. Or Snatcher. Snatcher should have been on the Sega Mini too. It was on the Turbo... Gotcha Force, not... Alright, thank you. It was on the TurboGrafx Mini, but it was the Japanese version. I guess it's an issue with copyright. Like the voice actors. Gotcha by the ass.
You know what just hit me? I just realized.
Having NES, Metal Gear, and Snake's Revenge in the collection is a jab at Kojimbo. I'm just glad those games are on there. I know they're not good. Snake's Revenge is really clunky, and Metal Gear is just better on the MSX. But I'm still glad they're on there for the sake of preservation. And I really hope Metal Gear Solid 4 is on the next collection. I sincerely do. They got it working on the Xbox 360. They can get it working on a fucking PlayStation 5.
After spending...
The only reason they didn't put it on Xbox 360 was because of the disc. Metal Gear Solid 4 on the Xbox 360 would be like 3 or 4 disc. Cheap NES games you can get complete in box, like 20, 40, woo. Snake's Revenge is a solid stealth action game. It gets a bad rep for no reason. I've only played it like once. I'm not going to say it's bad. I've played the NES version of Metal Gear, and it's not as good as the MSX version. But I've only played Snake's Revenge once, so when the new collection comes out, I'll probably have a new like opinion about it after I played it for a little bit. I've only played it like once. 35 complete. That's not bad for an NES game.
So long trying to make sense of Final Fantasy VIII. You know what it is? It's that the Final Fantasy series has never...
Better than the NES Metal Gear. Fight me. You know what? I'm not even going to argue with that. It probably is. Got some good music. And actually, Metal Gear for the NES has some really good songs. The Encounter song, when you get like seen by an enemy, is pretty good. Shit that came out after 1991 and complete copies of games everyone loves.
Never made any fucking sense. It's always been terrible. So, you know what?
I wish I would have bought one of those I Heard That Curtis shirts, because that's pretty cool.
Fuck Final Fantasy VIII! Fuck the whole series!
Oh yeah, a new Final Fantasy game comes out today, actually. Final Fantasy 16. Contra Complete is nearly 300... Holy shit. The MSX version of Metal Gear. Yeah, MSX Metal Gear is really good. Snake's... what was it? Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, that was a really good game. That is a very good game.
We're gonna start over. I'm gonna tear...
Yeah, a new Final Fantasy came out today. Final Fantasy 16, and it's actually really good. I played the demo, and I was blown away. Kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones. Someone has made an IA text-to-speech of Spoony's voice. Metal Gear. Aww.
This whole fucking franchise down from game one.
This game's plot is retarded. Okay.
The next Metal Gear is made easier. Your bullets don't go far, but enemies' bullets do, so you gotta be sneaky. Can you make an Otacon impression? Snake, be careful! I'm not really... I don't think I can do Otacon. This is just like one of my Japanese... yeah, I can't.
So, the world has gone to shit because the 4 orbs that keep the basic elemental forces in harmony have become corrupted and gone
In the
dark.
original.
These orbs represent earth, wind, fire, and water.
Gee, an epic RPG where you have to collect frag crystals of the elements. I haven't heard... Oh, wait, this is the game that created that.
Ooh,
And a snake. I can do a snake. Oops, I pissed my pants, Snake. God damn it, Otacon. I told you to wear a diaper.
original. You know, the only way this setup could possibly be gayer is if they had a 5th...
Holy shit. I love those little jabs and reminders that back in the day on the internet, they did not give a fuck. Spoony just used the term retarded and gay as a negative. Wow. Sneed, do you think love can bloom in the shitpost?
orb for the power of heart.
When the 5 powers combine,
Captain Planet.
summon Earth's greatest champion, Captain Planet.
So, anyway, 4 warriors of prophecy appear, each...
I actually have the remake of this on PlayStation 4, or PlayStation 5. It's pretty good. Someone found out a lot of the recent Capcom collections have been using Hygun and Era's emulator, used probably making bank... Wow!
one holding one of the 4 burned-out orbs. But who in the hell
Otacon was a simp for Sniper Wolf. Forget about that ick.
are they? Where...
I can't read the name Sniper Wolf without thinking of the streamer SS Sniper Wolf, who looks like a real doll that came to life and just started streaming. SS Sniper Wolf looks like an actual walking, talking real doll that just came to life and was like, I'm going to stream video
Where did they come
games.
from? And where in the fuck did they manage to get the 4
She has a big ass, though.
orbs that hold the destiny of the entire world? You'd think they keep those locked up or something.
Now, most normal people played through this game exactly one time with a well-balanced party of characters, and that was fucking it. I mean, afterwards, yeah, you might go to your friends and tell them how fucking lame this game was, but
I played Final Fantasy 1 for the Game Boy Advance, which was really good. And I also played the PlayStation 1 version, like, years ago. Did a collab with a YouTuber called Durman, and it's a video about a girl getting bullied for liking anime. SSS Sniper Wolf got arrested for armed robbery. Just remember that. But yeah, I played this game for the Game Boy Advance. I played it for the PlayStation 1, and I've started playing it for the PlayStation 5, the PS5 version. It's a pretty good game. Don't bother with the NES version of Final Fantasy. Sniper Wolf was a virgin. Don't bother with the NES version of Final Fantasy. Play one of the modern versions. The PlayStation 5 version, the Game Boy Advance. There's a lot of really nice quality of life improvements that just make it a lot better to play.
then one of your friends would say,
I've said it before, a lot of these old RPGs are just really clunky and hard to go back to.
I liked it, man. You know what I should do is play through this game with, like, 4 black belts. Now, that'd be fucking hardcore. It'd be like 4 Bruce Lees.
You can absolutely do.
And then one of your friends would be like, no way, man. You know what would be really hard?
Still a classic console, but man, 60% of the library is not aged well. Yeah, I was going to play Bill and Ted tonight, but I was like, fuck that. I have the Bill and Ted collection. Buke can sue Capcom, holy shit. Well, I hope Buke's actually dead.
Core is you.
I have the Bill and Ted collection. It's like 2 fucking games. A decent Game Boy game and a really bad NES game.
If you could, like, beat it with 4 white mages, now that'd be awesome, man. And then
Noel will sue you for faking his death. What goes around
you'd be
yeah.
like, that's fucking retarded. Who would be that fucking lame?
So now you get curious and you look on YouTube and Jesus
Only if emulators are GPL licensed.
Christ, someone's actually done it. Think of all the time and effort and sheer force of will it took to play through.
Have you not seen speedrunners, Spoony? Think of all the time and effort it makes to play Mario 64 for 2 hours.
This shit biscuit game with the most.
Those speedrunners for like N64 games like GoldenEye and Mario 64, they play those games for like 40, 50 hours straight just so they can beat the game in like under 2 hours. No wonder so many speedrunners end up being like trannies, because they're all autistic.
Most idiotic character selection possible.
Someone at Capcom knew what they were doing.
Oh, but that's not the most idiotic possible party of characters now, is it?
Oh, but wait, you can come up with something even stupider now, can't you? What if you only tried it with one character, like, let's say, one red mage? Fuck! Okay, what about one
The GPL forbids closing out an open source
thief?
project.
Oh my god, okay, what about the worst possible thing you could do? One white mage? Holy shit!
I gotta give props to Hal. That's pretty fucking good. Holy shit, dude.
And then, of course, not content with wasting your own weeks of spare time with this masturbatory bullshit, you feel compelled to post it on YouTube as some kind of immortal shrine to your own sadness.
Spoony is fucking dunking on speedrunners, and I'm all in for it.
Yeah. You know, if you're making videos like this, you might as well just, like, take your testicles and shove those in a little paper envelope and send those off to YouTube as well, because I don't think you're gonna need them.
I mean, yeah, most people who do this type of shit end up being trannies, so they're gonna chop their testicles off. Might as well send them to YouTube.
Anyway, the first thing you gotta do is rescue a princess from some evil knight named Garland. So you gotta run around level...
Garland! That's the guy from Strangers of Paradise, which was a prequel to this game. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The mystery of the missing Titanic submarine explorer and whatever truly happened to be you.
Up and buying
Those guys in that Titanic explorer are fucking dead. Like, all of them.
gear because even though they're the warriors of destiny with
I'm
the
going to
all-powerful
kill Chaos.
elemental
Blast Limp Biscuit.
orbs, they're still first level and they're...
That game was fucking fun. I'm actually... I know that game got a lot of shit, but I actually had a lot of fun with it. I just wish the storyline was so more cheesier.
butt naked with no magic or weapons at all. How disheartening is that?
The Ares project is not GPL licensed, so he does not have a case. Our Logitech Xbox controller will get us out of this pickle. At least it wasn't Mad Catz.
Put out a call
If it was a Mad Catz controller, they'd be fucked.
for heroes, and these 4 totally unarmed and unqualified adventurers show up at the doorstep. We're the Warriors of Destiny, but we're kind of broke at the moment. My paycheck doesn't come in till Friday. Could you, loan me a longsword or something? So you spend about a half hour or so grinding out levels, and that's when you run into the broken-ass combat system that plagues you through the entire game. Why? Well,
my Mad Catz Xbox controller is actually really good. I had a Mad Catz GameCube controller, and it, broke after a week. I was so pissed. And then I had a Mad Catz N64 controller, and it was fucking awful. I know a lot of people make fun of the N64 controller, but that Mad Catz controller was shit. Oh my god, it couldn't handle one playthrough of Mario Party. Making an open source project without a GPL is akin to using a cuck license opera. Ooh. Control the sun with the Neo Geo stick. They'd probably be alive.
Attack orders to all the members of your party.
Neo Geo stick was good. Or a Sega Saturn controller. They'd be fucking living. They'd be alive right now.
So, one guy hits, and then another guy hits, and then, uh-oh, the monster's dead. Then the next guy in line just walks forward and, what? He just attacks empty.
Yeah, they fixed that in the remake. In the more modern versions of Final Fantasy 1, your character won't attack the darkness. They'll attack the next monster, which is really nice.
Space?
Quality of life.
If the monster dies in the middle of the round, and previously you assigned a guy to attack it, that guy will continue to just blindly march forward and attack the space where the guy used to be. He just stands there and waves his sword around and completely wastes his entire turn. What the fuck is that shit? Why would they do that?
Best way to experience the original Final Fantasy. Any other re-release? Yeah, the modern re-release they have on PlayStation 5 is really good. It's expensive if you want to get them. I'd suggest waiting for a sale. It's like $90 for the whole series, or $80 for the whole series, which is ridiculous. But you get Final Fantasy 1 through 6. They have really nice modern, quality of life updates. The graphics are really nice. The music is amazing. The only thing is they don't have all the extras that the Game Boy Advance versions have, like the cutscenes and all the extra dungeons. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. That's just extra shit that really wasn't integral to the plot.
What are they doing? Attacking the darkness?
Why wouldn't they just attack the next monster in line I don't know, every single other RPG ever made?
So you go
I mean, he's got a point. Yeah, it's true.
Go over, beat Garland's ass, you save the princess, and just wait till you get a load of these assholes. A grateful king decides to thank you by building a bridge in your honor. Ooh, thanks, your highness.
Well, the bridge is how you get to the expanded world, so,
That'll surely pay the...
Honestly, the whole Save the Princess storyline is 20 minutes long. Or about an hour if you grind.
Rent this month. Quick, let's all go take a picture out in front of it. The real icing on the cake is the princess, this cheapskate bitch. You know what she does to thank you for saving her from the evil Dark Knight? She gives you a lute. A lute?
It's like a guitar, right? Or like a ukulele.
A fucking lute? I run over, bust my fucking ass to save his only daughter.
Spoony pedantically kvetching over Minuta is tiresome.
From
yeah.
An evil fucking knight.
I mean, he's reviewing a fucking JRPG from the 80s. Of course it's going to be tiresome because there's not really a lot to these games.
Fighting fucking skeletons and spending my own fucking money on swords and shit, and the best he can do is give me a fucking guitar? If this was a real RPG, there'd be some kind of option to shove the loot up his fucking tightwad ass.
Well, this review was also released on April 1st, I believe.
From there, the game goes into a usual predictable rut of restoring all the orbs. So, of course, there's an earth level, there's a water level, there's a wind level, and, this shit was played out.
All those bosses are actually the main characters from Strangers of Paradise. And I like that Strangers of Paradise is actually a prequel to Final Fantasy 1. And it does a decent job of being a prequel. The techno medieval thing was kind of wonky, but other than that, all the characters in your party, including the main character, was the main villains. It's you as Garland and the four fiends as the main villains, and that is really cool.
Even when the game was new. Even as a kid, my brain was on autopilot for this. Is this stuff really meant to be challenging?
I don't know.
That's the dumbest retconning ever seen. No one ever saw was that ridiculous. Not even Saw was that ridiculous. Oh, wow.
attacked by a lady made of fire who is swinging swords
Oh, Spoony's doing the retard hand. Holy fuck, Spoony.
made of fire in a volcano full of fire.
You're not a fan. Thank you, Wonder Waffles.
Oh no! She's throwing fire! What kind of magic spell to use? Fire? No, that's stupid. Man, this
Spoony is getting canceled again. A good chunk of Spoony's reviews have shit that would get him canceled now.
game is hard!
That's probably why he doesn't come back. 1, he has no drive. 2, he's depressed as fuck. And 3, if he came back, people would just watch his old reviews and be like, you said this like 20 years ago? We're going to have to destroy your entire life because you made retard jokes back when it was personally acceptable to do so.
Hey, you know what might work is ice. And hey, I just bought an ice sword in the last town. What a coincidence! And oh my god, it works! Wow! You know, it's all fitting together. It's like some really complex, intricate puzzle you have to be a genius to figure out.
At some point, you have to complete a quest for Bahamut the Dragon to prove you're brave.
I mean, it's an 80s Japanese RPG. The only other Japanese RPG that was released around this time was fucking Dragon Warrior, and that game was really fucking simple. So I'm gonna cut the game that was coded in 1987, 1988 for the NES some fucking slack.
And what does he want? A fucking rat's tail. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, I can never get past this point in the game because when it comes to Final Fantasy, I don't give a rat's ass.
That's pretty good.
But if you do, Bahamut casts a spell and suddenly your characters hit puberty and their balls drop or something, and now they look really cool. The thief becomes a ninja who is fucking useless because all he can do is cast fourth level magic. Well, whoop-de shit. You stopped using that 2 dungeons ago. So after you fought on the space station and you've killed all 4 of the fiends, you think you're done, right?
Alright. I forgot there was a space station in this game, so that makes the techno medieval stuff make a lot more sense in Strangers of Paradise.
Right? But no! You go back to the Circle of Sages, which is a group of old bastards who all dress alike, and they spend all day, every day, just standing in a fucking circle in a park somewhere. I mean, who would do that? They get paid to stand there? Do they take lunch breaks? Does someone have to cover their post if they have to go take a shit? I don't know, but this is where the plot really takes it in the ass.
The Titanic sub that went missing will get to see some talking mice and a rapping dog. It's party time! It's party time! Ah, imagine being in that fucking Titanic sub, and instead of My Heart Will Go On, it just plays the fucking rap song from fucking Titanic, which I am shocked I was able to get away with playing that fucking movie on stream.
Sages tell you that now that the fiends are dead...
YouTube copyright makes no sense, because I can watch shit like Secret Adventures in the fucking Titanic movie without a problem, but I watch James Rolfe videos and I'm getting fucking canceled and banned. What the fuck? Like, Screenwave cares more about their copyright than a bad Titanic movie and a Christian movie. Is a Gundam dub actor. Holy fuck.
There's a time portal that's opened up going back 2,000 years...
Oh, Johnny Young Bosch. He was the Black Power Ranger in the 2nd season. The Green Zeo Ranger. He voiced Kit in the Kamen Rider Dragon Knight DS game. He's going to be the main character in the new Ultraman series. Or in the English dub of the Ultraman series. That's cool. He is officially a Power Ranger, a Kamen Rider, and an Ultraman. That is awesome.
In the past, creating some kind of time loop you gotta close. Because apparently the real source of Ultimate Evil has just gone back there, so now you gotta go back and fight it. So
they just played dead to revive someone else.
So you do, and you find out that it's actually Garland from the beginning of the game.
Garland was also the main character in Strangers of Paradise, which is a good game. I liked it. I just wish the story was more cheesy. I expected, like, edgy, early 2000s Nomura cheesiness like you'd get in Kingdom Hearts, but it really wasn't.
Your puny lot thought it had defeated me, but the 4 fiends...
Oh, Fiends is all capital, like a YouTube title. Fiends!
Sent me back 2,000 years into the past.
Why?
From here, I sent the 4 fiends to the future.
Why?
The Fiends
Why though?
will send me.
He says it like he's fucking Professor Fink. Professor Frink. They spent all that by unironically uttering, "I want to kill chaos." So whenever he says fiends, he sounds like Professor Frink. The fiends, Glaven, hey ho, it's scary. You gotta level grind. Hey.
Back to here, and the time loop will go on.
You've created a time paradox.
After
You can't do that, Snake.
2,000 years, I will be forgotten, and the time loop will close. I will live forever, and you shall meet doom.
I loved him on Animaniacs. I'm just picturing Garland from Final Fantasy and Animaniacs. Why? What is this fucking plot, though? This is retarded.
Well, you'll live for 2,000 years, and then I'll kill you in the... Wait, why is it when you face him 2,000 years in the future, he's a total candy ass, but when you go back into the past, he turns into chaos and he's hard as balls?
Well, he got older. I mean, you try fighting after 2,000 years.
And when and where did the Furies originally come from?
Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise explains where the Furies came from, or the Fiends. They're, Garland's friends and battle people.
If I get this right, the Furies sent him into the past so he could send the Furies into the future so they could send him into the past and...
They're dead. What's the problem? Like, why do I need to go back and kill him again?
Anyway, don't even ask me to explain the ending, because the whole thing ends in some kind of temporal paradox, and nothing really ends up getting done.
Which is funny, because Final Fantasy VIII also ends in a temporal paradox.
have no idea what's going on here.
In fact, Final Fantasy VIII actually has a lot of time travel shit. So Spoony was actually kind of on point for doing the first Final Fantasy game. That was really cool.
It makes no fucking sense.
Even as far as time travel plot lines go, this game just defies explanation. It makes Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey look like a work of genius, like Back to the Future in comparison. But...
Bill and Ted Bogus Journey was alright. What's the meaning of the seed?
In fact, the only time I've ever seen a worse video game plot line involving time travel was... Son of
Oh shit, wow.
a bitch! If only I could go back in time and prevent these shitty games from being made.
Oh shit, you just plagiarized the AVGN and the Irate Gamer by saying that. You can't... James Rolfe has already said that in his Back to the Future review. You cannot say that, because that's plagiarism.
Wouldn't have to torture myself anymore.
At least Chris Bores actually went back in time and killed the head of LJN. That was pretty cool. And he has a ramen cup on his fucking DVDs.
But that's impossible! The technology hasn't even been invented yet. I'd have to invent it myself.
Time travel is easy. You just need 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. It's easy to get. It's like a bolt of lightning.
But how? I'd have to study science for decades!
Maruchan.
No, I'd have to invent all new science! Render the laws of time
Oh, we call them oodles and noodles.
and space meaningless! I would have to become
Fish, 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 fish.
the greatest scientist ever known. Of course! And if it did work,
Of course! I like that There Will Be Blood poster. That's a good movie.
if I did invent time travel, why not create my own time paradox, I could go back in time to this very moment and visit myself, and then instantaneously give myself all the knowledge and gadgets from the future I need to become the greatest scientist in the world, and still have time to erase Rob Schneider from history!
Hey, Rob Schneider's a good dude. His movies suck, but Rob Schneider himself is actually pretty cool. I follow him on Twitter. He's pretty good. He's a good dude.
It's you!
He has a Dark Knight poster. And I think that poster above him is like him, his brother, and his sister. A lot of people don't know Spoony 1 has a sister.
It did work. What's up, Doc?
Dr. Insano. Oh, shit. Oh, the back... Oh, yeah, it's an April Fool's video, and the song was fucking, Alright, so these next videos are going to be fucking long. White families with 3+ children. Yeah. Old Insano looks like Karl Marx. Part 11? Alright, so I gotta fucking search through this. Ugh. We can't be... You know, I don't like his movies, but Rob Schneider himself's a pretty good dude. He's like James Woods. He's pretty based. Part 9... JK. Part 4. Strangles Mexican day laborers in the shower. Oh, you love me, Waffles? Thank you. Alright. I don't know why they made the title so long. Fuck. Oh, part 11 is the next part. Oh my god. I'm retarded. On a Thursday, do. Right out to... Oh, thank you, Richard. You, baby, just leave me alone. You're turning me upside down, running through the ground, going shake me. I'm giving you what you need, and you're begging, please don't break me, Lord. That was, I've been drinking, but I'm not drunk. Was that Angry Joe? No, that was James Rolfe.
This game is the bane of my existence. I'll never escape it. There's so much that sucks about this game. Every level, every character, every plot element that if I keep going at this rate, I'll never finish it. Indeed! Which is why I've just created my greatest invention to help you. It's called a time compressor. It compacts...
That is a remote control for an Xbox. He is the greatest. He has the greatest hits version. I used to have that controller. That and a little like thing you'd plug into the controller port. You'd be able to like watch videos on it, watch DVDs on it. I used to watch DVDs on my Xbox all the time. I used to have that fucking controller, and it was really cool.
Time as the world perceives it into an incredibly condensed period. Wow, a time compressor. It kind of looks like an Xbox remote. It's a time compressor!
7
Okay,
peso
so
Pablo.
last time our heroes had split up to save their home bases from being destroyed because the evil sorceress had just taken over Galbadia and ordered nuclear missile strikes. Selfie's group managed to save their...
Okay, no, I'm not at that part. Holy fuck. I gotta wait for this fucking long-ass title. Part 8, there we go. I miss you, Spoony. Come back. Seven released the Ocho oh my god.
So, where was I? Oh, yeah.
Joe is Puerto
Final
Rican.
Fantasy VIII
Explains
sucks
a lot.
and you suck for liking it. It's a poorly written, badly designed piece of shit with annoying as fuck characters, a pointless card collecting minigame, and the most needlessly complicated and micromanaged character management system ever devised for any...
To be fair, I really hate how convoluted this fucking character management system is. Holy fuck. It is so fucking overly complex for no reason, and it's bullshit.
Game. It's full of ridiculous metagame concepts, boring level grinding activities, and tedious magic collection busywork. The plot makes no sense, the weapons are ridiculous, and the setting is strangely underpopulated and technologically wildly anachronistic. It's long, boring,
Skill
it's
issue.
stupid, and I hate it with the fiery intensity of a million Foreman grills.
But
A
before
million
I actually
Foreman
get
grills.
started, here's my final word on drawing magic in response
Raise
to
your
literally
IQ.
thousands of emails explaining just how wrong I was. Back when I first started, I mentioned how the game requires you to spend hours in combat pulling magic out of the monsters so that you can beef up your character attributes. And when I first played this
Whatever,
game as a kid,
fag
I had to
balls.
do it for every single spell in the game.
Oh, I
And
miss old
everyone and their
YouTube.
mother emailed me with alternative ways to get magic, and in fact, they mailed me several step-by-step
Bitches about the game
procedures
because
to maximize my
remember when you can swear in YouTube comments and YouTube wouldn't auto fucking delete your comment? I'm still pissed that YouTube YouTube auto deleted a comment I made because I said the word fried chicken. I wasn't even talking about black people. I was just talking about Colonel Sanders himself, the man responsible for fried chicken, KFC. I talked about Colonel Sanders, and they auto-deleted my comment because I said the word fried chicken. That is how pussy YouTube comments are.
efficiency at this task, which could have only come from
Fuck
years
this
of
site.
study and the worldwide collaboration of Final Fantasy VIII players in grand academic symposia.
Honestly, it's sad how intensely some of you guys have studied and mastered this piece of crap. I had people emailing me all the time,
When the
ostensibly
duck and weave past the YouTube censor bot like new James Bond twerking past security lasers with a stolen bike.
just to brag about how many times they've beaten the game, and with progressively more and more ridiculous restrictions on their own gameplay, like all melee attacks, no limit breaks, no GFs, only squall, and all that effort, all that time squandered, and you could have been doing anything, like finding a game that doesn't blow ass!
Well, you're entirely correct. You don't need to spend hours drawing every magic spell in the game to win. It's entirely possible, and in fact, preferable to refine items, cards, and magic spells using GF abilities to fill in your magic list. In fact, when I played through this game a second time, I did this quite a lot when I discovered you could refine 10 Kiragas out of a single 10, and junctioning that to my hit points basically quadrupled my score.
Wow.
Combine that with the GF ability to transform monsters into cards, and then refine the cards into magic, and you've got a pretty good system which keeps your level low and your magic stocked. That being said, I have a few things I'd like you to consider. First, this is ridiculous. I want you to think about this. This is a story where a group of people are bopping around the world, encountering monsters, and using some vaguely defined magic power taught to them by servant elementals, turning them into collectible playing cards in a game that everyone in the entire world plays. Now,
That sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh! When you actually sit down and talk about it, that sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a thing where they turned ancient Egyptian monsters and spirits into fucking cards that everyone plays, to the point where there are actual schools to teach kids about Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Duel Monsters, and Duel Monsters controls the government. It's fucking wild. Seto Kaiba launched fucking Duel Monsters into space so he could battle aliens.
where are they getting these cards? Do they have the power to turn monsters into cards too? How is that possible? But not only that, these summoned demons also have the power to turn common everyday items, as well as these playing cards, into mystical energy in the form of magic spells. You're telling me that I could go into a sporting goods store in this world, buy a tent, and tell the devil in my magic bag to turn it into 10 Kiraga spells? Do these spells take up tangible space? Are they in a book? Are they in my pocket?
Hey, Saints
Why
and
can I
Hell.
only carry 100 of them? How does the character actually junction these spells to the hit points? Is it like a ring or a lotion or something? Where are your hit points located? I can also tell the devil to refine his own card into 100 black holes, which I can then refine into the Demi spell, which is a great spell for junctioning to your attack stat. But what's a black hole? Do you actually mean to say that I'm carrying 100 collapsed stars in my pants? And I got all that from a playing card?
And
Renault
even with
fucks
that,
dogs.
you still need to draw a lot of magic. It's still busy work. It's still boring. And even though you found a slightly more convenient way to get magic outside of combat, aren't you really still substituting one kind of busy work for
It's a video
another?
game, dude.
And I don't care how good the rare triple triad cards are. The items
You
you
just
get
know.
simply aren't worth the effort of playing hours of this pointless fucking card game. Got it? Drawing magic still sucks. The magic system is still overly complicated, needlessly metaphysical, and completely nonsensical in the way it's
Why
arranged.
enemies
and you
stand
can
around
stop
and numbers
emailing
show
me
up.
about it, okay? Moving on!
When we last left our heroes, the group tried to kidnap the president of Galbadia by staging a complicated train robbery, but despite all their careful planning, they didn't know the president has
I
a
made it
zombie
mad.
body double specifically made to foil this exact kind of thing.
You know, the president having an undead body double would have made the movie Dave much more interesting.
Hail to the chief, he's the one we all say hail to.
Dave's a working-class, ordinary guy with big dreams.
Alright, we're not watching this because it's a fucking trailer. Yeah, I'm not getting...
Brains you need to be president, but he... Plan. Apparently, the president's already in Timber and is headed to the local TV station to make some kind of national address. This shocks everyone since nobody's been able to broadcast in 17 years because of some kind of signal interference that's been blanketing the world. Why? I don't know. But all communications in this world now take place through something called HD cables. The group guesses that's why Galbadia invaded and sent Biggs and Wedge to fix the transmission tower so they could use it in an attempt to broadcast
HDMI cables
without cable.
Well, if they don't have cable, they probably don't have fucking
Should have ended at
televisions
6.
either.
That's all I'm going to say. You know what? 7 was good. 8 had a lot of issues, but was all right. 10-2 was pretty fun. And 16 was really good. I liked 16. So I'm not really going to say that.
No, when you're making this broadcast, not unless you like...
And yeah, I said it. I fucking said it. 10-2 was a fun game. I'm tired of people saying it's not. It was the last Final Fantasy game that had a big open world. The exception, 9 is God tier. I've never played 9.
Drop TV guides out of a fucking airplane, and really...
Star Trek Voyager or Final Fantasy, nothing but wasted potential.
Really,
wow.
Find and repair a gigantic fucking transmission tower. Weren't they using those 17 years ago when the interference hit? If those had worked, they'd still be using them.
I like Dex
too. Maybe the president knows something we don't, but I guess people are still holding out hope because someone's still maintaining the 60-foot-wide Jumbotron in Timber, even after 17 years of radio silence, and it's on 24 hours a day displaying the same random interference. What, are people still watching it? They got nowhere else to put it? Why wouldn't they just turn it off? And why does it look like the
Probably
TV
the
is
most
displaying code
overhyped
from
game
the
of all time. I can name 5 games that are better than it. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is a good game, but it's overrated. I like it, but it's overrated. 6 was way better in every way than Final Fantasy VII. First disc is good, then the rest of the game is a mess, and then it gets really good until the very end. It was a milestone, but the quality has nothing to do with it. Xenogears.
And why in the hell is there still a fully functional TV broadcast station in town? Wishful thinking? Oh, and if radio communications are impossible, why is Biggs able to summon the mechanical spider with a wireless fucking remote? I hate this fucking
The best story ever put together in a video game.
Renault decides to attack the TV station to broadcast their own declaration of Timber's independence because... I guess she'll just send the armed commandos screaming.
Unless someone can point me to a better
Zone shows
story.
up to say that the president's in the station already preparing to make a
Yoshi
speech.
story.
And because of that, there's too many guards in there to handle.
Xenogears was very ambitious.
Abort! The guy we knew was going to be at the TV station is at the
Xenogears,
TV station
not Final Fantasy
with the
VII.
guards we knew he would have. Did we have a plan?
Remember when
Well,
Suikoden 2 came
worrying
out
over
in
nothing.
America, game reviewers panned it for being 2D and not being as revolutionary as Final Fantasy VII. I recommend Xenogears as a few streams back. It's amazing. Hey, that boy. 7 as Tifa, that automatically makes it better than 6. Wow, I love huge tits, and even I wouldn't say that. Like, I like Tifa, and I like huge boobs, but even I wouldn't say that. 6 is better than 7. I'm playing Suikoden for the first time right now. But Xenogears made from the draft of Final Fantasy VII. 1 and 2 are great games. I cannot wait until Konami releases those.
Because apparently the president's guards are easier to beat than the Detroit Lions, because Cypher faces literally no resistance as he charges directly into the
You need to really play close attention to the plot because it gets
and
very
somehow,
wankers.
don't ask me how, Quistis is right on his ass.
I want Xenosaga, the Xenosaga games. We have Xenoblade 1, 2, 3, and X if you have a Wii U. I want the Xenosaga games with the fucking robots.
She turns around and starts screaming into the camera for backup, and when you get there, she explains that Cypher
6,800 time frame. Good. 3 is decent at best. 4 is a travesty, and 5 is a great one.
broke out of the disciplinary room and went rogue.
Well, this just proves Cypher's gay, because trust me, any straight guy stuck in a place called the disciplinary room with Quistis, he wouldn't want to leave.
Well, not everyone's interested in BDSM, Spoony.
Everyone starts trying to talk Cypher down, but things start to
10,000-year
escalate when Zell
timeline.
just calls Cypher an
Suikoden
idiot.
tactics
Cypher
like nobody
fires back by
remembers.
calling Zell a chicken wuss. And honestly, even though I give Cypher a lot of shit, I don't know why they're trying to browbeat him so hard. He just accomplished what...
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. Ugh. Singing hallelujah. They will fuck with any remake they can, help themselves. You know what RPG needs a remake? Lufia 1 and 2. Selling a sealed Xenogears at $700. I am torn about the Mario RPG remake. It looks great, but also some of the lazy remakes that have been coming out there with the chibi-fied characters. Oh, yeah. Remember Suikoden and... You know what? Mario RPG looks pretty good. I've never played Chrono Cross. You can get it on modern consoles. It's pretty good. Chrono Cross is not as good as Chrono Trigger, but it's pretty good. Complete Revolutions Persona for like $1,200. What the fuck? Not sealed, but complete. Do you think it can go up in price? This is a good game, but it's limited in some ways. Yeah, Chrono Cross is a good game, but it's not as good as Chrono Trigger.
We've been trying to do all fucking day. Kidnap the president. I say let's steal a car, throw his fat ass in the trunk, and get the fuck out of here. Give Cypher a medal. Zell, the tit, lets it slip they all come from one of the gardens, and he does this with the broadcast cameras rolling, no less, so it basically ensures a global shitstorm.
Honestly, I believe it's the most beautiful PS1 game. Has great music and visuals, but the gameplay is a bit... Yeah, Chrono Trigger is better than Chrono Cross, and Chrono Trigger has a better soundtrack. And I'd say Live Alive has a better soundtrack than Chrono Trigger. You know what would be a fantastic remake? Dragon Force with online play. Ambitious, I prefer it over Trigger.
Descend on the gardens. Wow. Now, at first it seems like Zell is officially the dumbest jackass on the planet, but it's not like it's impossible to figure out these guys are seeds. After all,
remake Dragon Force with online PvP.
Every TV on the planet, and both Cypher
Live
and Squall
Alive
are
tracks
using
are
gun
repetitive.
which we know to be the trademark weapon of Seed Special Forces. And besides that, how many international mercenary armies really exist on this planet anyway? Cypher backs up directly into a shadowy, masked woman known as the Sorceress, and she appears from a magic portal. She starts to taunt him by calling him a boy and mocking his inexperience and immaturity.
Boy.
The boy in you is telling you to come. Yeah, it is.
Giggity.
But the adult in you is telling you to back off. Don't be ashamed to ask.
Re-release Saturn
Besides,
Bomberman. That'd be
you're only a
nice.
little boy.
Kung
Stop
Fu
calling
chapter
me
a
a
lot.
boy.
My favorite chapters in Live Alive are Near Future, Future, Cowboy, and Medieval. Those are really good. Wrestling chapter is pretty fun too. Legend of Dragoon had time action commands in battle. Yeah, Legend of Dragoon is good.
Boy. You don't want to be a boy anymore? I am not a boy!
I am a man!
And get
Oh,
this,
shit.
that's all it takes.
Persona 2, and I have to play in small doses because Jesus Christ, the
Cypher to give
combat.
up.
Sega Saturn had so many good shit, but Americans didn't get half it thanks to a certain goy. Thanks to a certain Jew named Bernie Stoller. Fuck him. Oh, you loved Legend of Dragoon? Yeah, Bernie Stoller is a piece of shit, and he's burning in hell right now. Fuck Bernie Stoller. He's the reason we didn't get the Mickey Mania version of the PlayStation 1 port of Mickey Mania. And he's also the reason we didn't get like a bunch of good Saturn games, like Radiant Silvergun. Radiant Silvergun didn't come out in America because of Bernie the fucking Jew Stoller. That is such a good game. Innocent Sin PSX fan patch with base
His
Hitler.
whole life in service to some
Oops,
evil
censored.
mastermind. Honestly, is Cypher the most easily manipulated little worm on the planet, or what? In essence, all she did was insinuate he had a
Eternal
small
Punishment
dick.
fixes
No,
the
really.
innocent.
It's
Tell you
just
how you
about
really
one
feel,
step
Joey.
up from going...
Alundra. It's a classic Zelda clone.
Seriously, are we supposed to buy this?
Radiant Silvergun is fucking great. Ikaruga is a better game, but Radiant Silvergun is really good.
Who's going to believe
If
that a
you
hero,
love shmups,
young
you
and
gotta play
reckless
both of
though
them.
he may be, is simply going to abandon his entire life and his career in the
Combat, I just don't give up easily on games. Bernie rejected X-Men versus Street Fighter because nobody wants a 2D fighter anymore. Same with King of Fight. Wow, what a fucking dumb kike.
prestigious, respected order of warrior knights just because some evil wizard challenges his feelings of powerlessness and impotence and offers him the chance at power and respect he feels he's...
Did you guys know that the Jaguar almost had exclusive rights to Mortal Kombat? No, it was the TurboGrafx. The TurboGrafx almost had exclusive rights to Mortal Kombat. But they didn't do it because the head of the TurboGrafx, NEC, was like, nobody cares about fighting games anymore. They fucking just handed a fucking W to Sega. Dumb fuck. Is the television equivalent of Bernie Stoller. Yeah.
Been denied.
You're not all powerful.
Well, I should be. I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
Honestly, Anakin Skywalker wasn't a bad character. I used to hate Anakin Skywalker's character when I was younger, but when I watched the movies for myself and not, like, fed it through fucking Gen X fucking opinions, the prequels weren't terrible. I'd say Attack of the Clones was pretty, like, the worst one, but, yeah, they couldn't obtain the rights for Midway.
Anyway, the Sorceress vanishes, dragging Cypher along by his balls through the magic portal when...
Bull.
Oh, wait, did you see that? Hey, the Sorceress vanished and Renoa just ran into the sea.
I really wanted to like, but couldn't get was Resonance of Fate. I've never played that game.
Okay, so after failing again, the group tries to, regroup. Renoa says the Forest Owl's base has been destroyed. How does she know that? So they... What the hell is Renoa doing in this alley? Should I be watching this? Ugh. Okay, the group pulls up in some lady's house where they decide to... And what is Cell doing?
Dot Hack Yes, Dot Hack was good. I played the first, like, I think 3 or 4 Dot Hack games for the PlayStation 2. It's basically an MMORPG that you play single player only. Like, there's no internet connection, but it plays like an MMO. And it's really good. Quarantine, which is 300 game now. Fuck. Bandai Namco, Dot Hack Collection, get on it now. Now!
Nothing going on in this game. Honest to God, Zell, can't you go 10 minutes without jerking
The
off
anime
in the corner
DVDs
of
were
some
cool, yeah, they
stranger's
were.
house? For some reason, Squall and the others chalk Cypher up as a dead
You
man,
should
even though they all
remake
just
that
witnessed him
game
being
now.
recruited as a sorceress's cabana boy.
And give
Renoa's still
someone
hopeful
else
Cypher's
a
okay,
chance
although
to
have
play
no
it.
idea why. The guy is a complete
In this blue
toad,
trap
and
bubble.
Squall just starts
'Cause what
whining
are
his
you?
usual emo
Remake
bullshit
that
about how
game.
If you never
Shit.
expect anything good, you'll never be disappointed.
Including
To which
both
Renoa
elemental
shrieks that
punch and
Squall is a
innocence.
meanie and storms out.
Meanie? What are you, 6? She's leading a guerrilla anti-government resistance movement, and she's still calling dudes meanies?
A meanie beanie bofini. What is she, Marge Simpson?
I mean, honestly, the fate of the entire world is resting on these people. And if you think she's bad, I haven't even mentioned the wide-awake kawaii nightmare that is Selfie.
Love and peace.
Oh, and Persona 1 too.
I'm just...
Peeps wondering, here are the most expensive PS2 games now. Kuon, 1,000. Rule of Rose, 1,100. Rule of Rose, 1,000. Haunting Ground, 450. Blood Will Tell, 450. Dot Hack Quarantine, 400. I used to have a copy of fucking Haunting Ground, and I wish I still did. Capcom, please, put it on PlayStation Classic. Fuck. Current thing about RPGs, not a lot of first-person dungeon
She's
crawlers.
one high school heartbreak away from becoming this.
Oh, The Audition. You guys ever watch The Audition? It's about a crazy Japanese bitch that kidnaps a guy and kills him. Pretty cool. She saws his legs off with piano wire.
It's a good
It's
idea to go
awesome.
back home and lay low until the heat's off. But there aren't any trains going back there. But luckily, there's another
I got Rule of Rose and Haunting Ground. Oh, lucky you. Shit, it's Audition. I heard we're going to get a re-release of Rule of Rose. A company that has the rights to Rule of Rose had a survey, and everyone voted Rule of Rose. So we're probably going to get a re-release of Rule of Rose in the future, which is nice.
garden nearby, just over
Before
the river and through some
COVID was
woods.
around
It makes me wonder
250.
why, though,
Fuck.
if there's another garden so much closer to Timber, why the Forest Owls just didn't hire soldiers from there? Especially since the game has already established that long-range communications are impossible. Even halfway through the trip, Zell is still shitting bricks that because of him, Galbadi's
One of
going
your
to
favorite
attack his home
films? It's
garden.
alright. It's a
Honestly,
good film.
dude, even if they do, I really wouldn't worry too much about it because so far, they've been repeatedly foiled by a group of high school girls. Their argument is interrupted when once again the three of them are pulled into a dream world where Laguna and the gang are trying to infiltrate what looks like Superman's
Elden
fortress
Ring
of
being released helped skyrocket its value because From Software. The music of this game is good. Yeah, this game has good music.
solitude. I think
Final
this is supposed
Fantasy
to be the
games
past,
usually have
but
good
I have
music.
No idea why the characters all have the same
Even
inventory.
Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which is like the worst. I'm not going to say it's the worst game in the series because I actually enjoy Mystic Quest. I enjoy Mystic Quest for what it is, but Mystic Quest has a really good soundtrack. Holy fuck. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to listen to the boss theme. The boss theme of Mystic Quest. It is fucking golden. Better than Final Fantasy. It sounds like something from Castlevania. Let's listen to the battle theme. Cope and Seed, Jenny's. Listen to this battle theme, though. This is some good shit. King of Fighters music? Or like Punch Out, like Super Punch Out music. Body Blow, Body Blow. Bear Hugger versus... That's a good music. That is really good music for like a shitty RPG they just threw out for Americans. Final Fantasy V. I've never played Final Fantasy V. The beginning sounds like a Sika 96. Yeah, it's some good shit. Holy fuck.
Use the
Anyway.
CGFs and have the same magic and abilities junctioned as my old characters. Did none of these characters think this
Ward,
is at all unusual?
Fire Pubes, and Kyros. And it's
hey,
pretty
Laguna,
forgotten.
How long have I been able to summon the...
It sucks. Like, Square Enix doesn't want to put their games on Nintendo Switch Online. It's good for a Mega Man game, not Final Fantasy. Come on, Joey, tell me these sound similar. Probably has the shittiest story. Yeah, well, duh, that's the shittiest story. What is this? Hell yeah, that's some good shit. Yeah, it sounds like that, yeah. Every store had that King of Fighters. King of Fighters is good. I need to play the King of Fighters collection. I have the King of Fighters collection. It's King of Fighters 94 to like 99, and it's pretty good.
of thunder and lightning?
Now, I should explain something at this point. I had one of my GFs learn an ability that allows me to pull magic out of hidden spots on the map, so most of the time I'm playing the game, I'm actually hammering the X button to find them. And it's during one of these times that Laguna seems to find an old key that's invisible on the screen, but immediately after you get it, Laguna claims to feel a draft on his butt, and he loses the key through a hole in his pants. It's nowhere to be found on the screen because apparently after dropping it, Laguna kicks it 300 yards down the hall, around a corner, and up a flight of stairs. If you keep scouring every square inch of the base, you can actually find the...
That is ridiculous. Towards Mexico, but it ended up off... Yeah, that cartoon is fucking offensive. There's a difference between, like, Mexican and Hispanic characters and Latino characters, and then Latinx characters. Like, that fucking cartoon just looks like a really racist version of the Loud House. Capcom Mexico... existed, yeah.
But this time when you pick it up, Laguna sneezes and loses it again!
What in the hell was the point of that? What is wrong with you? Do you ever get to keep the key? What is it open? Why is it there?
They named the city in the cartoon Earthquake Heights. It's like if they made a cartoon about Japan and named the village Bomb City. Or like, yeah, it was a Capcom Europe, Capcom USA, Capcom Japan, and Capcom Mexico. Or Earthquake City. Latinx male characters are Turtle Soul Boys, no Hispanic person. Yeah.
What am I
Fucking Loco Bandito is a better representation of Hispanic characters than this shit.
doing here? What?
Loco Bandito by Mike Matei. That is my face after watching that fucking shitty trailer, by the way. Just, ah!
I don't even remember this from the first time around.
El Tigre, Mucha Lucha. That show is fucking awesome. It was about luchador wrestling, and it was animated in fucking Flash. It was fucking great. It had the Flea. The Flea was fucking great. Oh, you guys should watch Mucha Lucha. Yeah, that was a good show.
This is something new I found. I seriously think this game is just
LT,
fucking with me
good.
now,
That's a good
finding
show.
fresh new torments for my soul.
It wasn't Mexican, but no one cared. It was a good show.
The monsters in the Fortress of Solitude are just weird. Not only are there human and cyborg guards, but there's also some kind of flying
DBZ. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is a good Latino show. I like Dragon Ball Z.
tentacle beast that holds you down and teabags
It's really
you,
good.
as well as some kind of weird alien who very nicely cast a cure spell on me before I panicked and shoved a harpoon up its ass. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but eventually Laguna finds
Guacamelee. I've yet to play that, but I should.
himself backed up on the edge of a cliff and attacked by cyborg soldiers. No matter what you do, the last one you kill invokes some kind of power called Soul Crush and takes everyone down to 1 hit point. Your trusty sidekicks collapse.
King of Fighters 2002 is still popular in Mexico, and that makes me smile. It's a good game. Also made some El Santo cartoon shorts. Nice. Probably lost media now.
Because of their injuries, and
Metroidvania, great
Ward
shit.
seems to be
Ooh,
unable to
I
sleep
like a good
because of a wound to his
Metroidvania.
throat, although I suspect he wants his last words to be, "Fuck you, Laguna." In an attempt to get him moving again, Laguna climbs on top of Ward and, I'm not kidding, starts to tickle him. He tickles him.
When treating a friend who has a mortal throat injury, what should you do in that circumstance? A. Apply pressure to the wound and remind the patient not to panic. B. Elevate the afflicted area and hope the bleeding will die down with proper bandaging. Or C. Tickle him! Why don't you just give him a pink belly while you're at it, you
All fighting games. Joe, you gonna play Final Fantasy 16? Not today. I didn't buy the game yet, but I'll play it sometime soon. Laguna is such a social retard. Good to see Sonny follow in his father's footsteps. Yeah, Laguna was fucking autistic as fuck.
fucking dolt. And hey, here's an idea. What about casting, I don't know, a cure spell? Or a healing potion? Or any one of the other hundreds of curative items I just spent hours collecting? Come on!
Laguna mental means brain frog. Brain fog. Fuck.
Well, surprisingly, tickling the dying man doesn't help much. In desperation, Laguna notices some boats moored in the harbor below, but when he
Mental lagoon, literally.
tells the others about them, Kiros just says, "It's normally called a vessel."
No, smartass, those are boats. Shut up.
Just the boats.
And just in case Laguna hasn't caused enough
It's
crippling
like
injury to
pottery.
his buddies already, he decides the best thing to do is to hurl his critically injured companions off the cliff
Yeet!
into the jagged rocks and water hundreds
He
of feet
fucking
below.
yeets them off
Man,
a
I bet
cliff. It's because MVS cabinets and carts were cheap, so business owners and arcade folks could buy a cabinet and bunch of fighting games for cheap. Oh, wow, yeah.
Ward hits the water, it's going to be like
Yeet!
an asteroid hitting in Deep Impact. After that, the group wakes up, more annoyed than interested about their shared hallucinations, and resumes their trick to the... Ugh! Hey, they've only got one... You son of a bitch! The Soul Crush carried over to my normal characters? That's bullshit! Why didn't it...
Far more technical plus the team. Yeah, the SNK fighting games are good.
Didn't even mention they were at 1 goddamn hit point! That's just cheap!
Man named Artemio Urban who prepares arcades and documents them for me. Good for him. MBS is still surprisingly cheap. Same cannot be said for AES. No.
Alright. After all that, the group finally makes it to Galbadia Garden, where they're given a new assignment: terminate the sorceress with extreme prejudice. It seems the president of Galbadia has
Doing
appointed the
God's
sorceress
work.
as an ambassador of peace, but nobody really...
Joe Redifer makes good videos, but he's a Dumbo for saying Capcom fighters are better than SNK fighters. What a bearded bozo. Yeah, I like Joe Redifer, and I've been following Joe Redifer ever since he posted on Sega 16. The Sega Genesis and Sega fan site, Sega 16. Joe Redifer was a big-time poster on there, and I've been a fan of his for a while. But yeah, he has some dumb takes. Develops a homebrew software for consoles to calibrate CRTs to 2040. Wow. SNK fighters are superior on a technical level. Not only that, he helped translate Police Knots. Joe's my age, by the way. Wow.
buys that since she's the
Yeah, Joe Redifer is a cool guy.
epitome of all that's evil, and it's
I really love GameSack. It's a good show.
clear that all they want to do is take over the world.
Of course!
And Bison. Can I just say, Raul Julia knows Hideo Kojima. Nice. Can I just say Raul Julia is a fucking fantastic actor? Overdrawn at the Memory Bank, Addams Family, Street Fighter. The man's a good actor. He's really good.
Hiring the Sorceress as your ambassador of peace makes about as much sense as appointing the Green Goblin as the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Wait.
This time they're going...
They did that shit? Yeah. He was the perfect Gomez, the perfect M. Bison. Raul Julia was a fantastic actor, and I like his work. Even Overdrawn at the Memory Bank, which was a bad movie, he carried that fucking movie on his shoulders. That man was fucking pristine.
The more elegant and simple route of shooting her in the face with a high-caliber rifle from half a mile away. And to accomplish this task, they're assigned a professional sharpshooter named Irvin.
On a copyright strike, and I'm wanted, yeah, dead or alive.
Is there some kind of special...
He's live now. He's playing Ikaruga. Knows English. Says hi. Nice.
Store where these guys go to find the worst, most uncomfortable outfits in the world? Is there a
Armioto?
walking cliche warehouse, or do you have to get a mail-order catalog?
Yes, I'd like the Briscoe County package. That's made with 100% stereotype, right?
And just in case you were in danger of accidentally liking one of these characters, Irvin's a complete cock who hits on anything with a pair of tits, and he does it with all the grace of a drunken asshole at a wet t-shirt contest. The ladies have none of it, and seriously, when the other men in the group consist of a whining, brooding emo pissant named Squall and a hyperactive half-monkey named Zell...
I like the Mike Tyson tattoo on his fucking face.
And the ladies think...
All of you babies, all of you fucking children, I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
You're the creep? Seek help.
Irvine, fun
But
character.
I'm getting a little ahead of myself. First I had to...
Zell looks like Benny Maru.
Find the train to Doubling City. Maybe I wasn't
Who's
paying
that?
attention, but I didn't actually know where the train station was, so I spent like an hour running around looking for some place to... Ah!
A UFO! Never got developed, yeah.
Wait, what in the...
King of Fighters character, oh. He abducted a fucking Gradius character. What did Selfie do? She had nunchucks, I think. Selfie had nunchucks. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the black oil. This is the killer bees. This is the conspiracy theory. The Ethan Ralph conspiracy theory, ladies and gentlemen. Became a drag tranny in King of Fighters 2. Oh,
Well, it
fucking
turns
gay.
out the train is literally 10 feet to the northwest of the garden. It's just the camera controls are so bad I wasn't able to see it until I was right on top of it. And naturally...
Just don't ask why our nunchucks always smell like tuna.
I have to pay $3,000 for train tickets out of my own pocket, which still galls me even though I shouldn't really care. See, by now, thanks to the internet, I've downloaded a cheat sheet of all the seed exams and raised myself to seed level 20, so now I can just make $15,000 by running around in circles for a few minutes. I guess seeds get paid by the hour. So I'm on the train, but
Holy
it's
shit,
not
I didn't even know you
moving.
can do
I
that.
can't open the door, and I've already talked to everyone. If I try to go further, Squall just says, I can't go on before Selfie. So what do I do? Well, get this. You have to try and leave the train the same way you come in, and you bump into Selfie coming inside, and then you can go. Well, obviously, right?
Yeah, try everything.
When the train finally arrives in Delling City, Renoa tells you that you can meet your contact by taking bus number 8, which is really easy because every bus in the city is bus number 8. Once you arrive, the
love
guy's doorman
trains,
stops and
duh.
refuses to let you in until you can pass a test of bravery first by going to some ancient tomb.
A test of bravery? Seriously, dude? Fuck you. How about this for a test of bravery? How about I summon the fucking devil to peel your face off and fuck you in the eye socket because I kicked his ass and he's my bitch now. At least you could have told me about this before I spent
Train was
$3,000
spazzing
on
out right
fucking
there.
train tickets all the way out here.
So you run over to the tomb of the Lost King only to see a couple of, what are they, schoolgirls? And they run outside yelling, "Float!" And that's a clue about how to beat the bosses inside.
They all
It's not
float
exactly hard to
down
figure
here.
out, but even so,
They
why would
all
anyone run
float.
screaming out of a cave
You'll
just saying,
float too.
You know, if you were being attacked by minotaurs inside
Betrayal.
a cave and you
Hey,
actually
Beeb.
saw some people
Betrayed
running
me.
forward
Hey,
to help
Torch.
you, wouldn't
Betrayal.
you instead
Beeb.
shout, "There appear to be some minotaurs inside the cave and you should cast the float spell to protect yourselves!" Ah!
Inside you'll
Spoony's
find a
so
maze,
interesting
and you're
compared to
shown a
Jugs
map,
or
but really-
Doug or James. Well, James used to be really good, and he still is. Doug, I haven't really watched Doug Walker in a while. But yeah, Spoony Spoony's has a good charisma about him. Especially when he's talking about, like, Red Brown or Final Fantasy. Like, Spoony has a good charisma with them.
Don't bother, just keep turning right until you reach the end. And at the end, you'll meet a Minotaur who's pretty much a pushover, which is a good thing because he's got the Protect, Shell, and Life spells. So if you'll excuse me, I need to spend the next 20 minutes drawing 100 of those for everybody. And after you slap him around a little bit, he retreats to get his smaller big brother, and then they attack you as a team. And they've got a pretty stiff Wonder Twin attack, but they can't hurt you as long as you're floating, and they can't regenerate as long as you're floating them. It's pretty easy stuff, and they join you once you beat them. Inside the actual tomb is a jiggling suit of ghostly armor that gives you a playing card. Gee, thanks, I wasn't hoping for gold, jewels, or magic swords, but a playing card's fine, thanks.
Dudley's?
Now that
Oh,
passed
that's a
your test of
wrestling
courage, you can
reference.
head back and meet with your contact, General
Should have called them the Bushwhack
Summon the
Boys.
2 Minotaurs he made me fight and use them to lay waste to his whole fucking house. Test of courage, my
Wasn't
ass.
always the retarded,
General
angry
is
movie
actually
video
Renault's
game
father,
reviewer. He
although
talks
in my
broadly
version,
in a
everyone's much
subject
more insulting
he's
about.
interested
Where's
in.
a whore? You're a
Doug
whore's
released a
father?
review of
Anyway, the
Baby's
plan is
Day
that
out
the group
today,
will
and it
split
wasn't
into
bad.
2
His
teams.
reviews are
The
basically the
sniper team
same.
will camp out
I
in the
think the
carousel
Wall review humbled. Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
where there's a rifle waiting, and the second team will wait near a gatehouse and trap the sorceress's motorcade inside long enough for Irvin to take the shot. It's fairly simple, at least in comparison to the whole train switching mess. Naturally, it's such a good plan that it immediately gets screwed up in every conceivable way.
Went
just
to
after
shit.
The sniper team
One
leaves.
bad thing about the
Renova
video
wanders
game
into the
industry
room
in
with a new
Mexico is
idea
that it
she's got
has
some kind of
100%
magical bracelet
dominated
that
by
she thinks can
Nintendo in the
nullify the
90s.
sorceress's powers.
Irving got blue balls.
I'm curious
Sega
to
never
how
had
she
a
intends
chance.
to
No
get through
one knew
presidential
what a
security and
Genesis
force
was.
the most dangerous witch
Wow.
in the world to wear a harmful bracelet. But Renoa is an idiot, so she probably hasn't thought that far ahead. It's a pretty stupid idea, so Quistis tells her to ram it. But once she gets her team into position, Quistis starts feeling really bad about being rude to her. So she abandons her post to go back and apologize. Yeah, that's a thought, but how about this? How about we wait 10 minutes until after the high-profile political assassination? Is that possible?
And that's why you don't let women in the military. Am I right, people? Huh?
Stay total Janny Daff. What's up, buddy?
By the time she gets back, Renoa's already gone off alone to fuck up
My
everyone
Neo
else's plan.
Geo
And
Mutt
Quistis, the
KOF.
stupid tit, somehow gets locked in the house. And wouldn't you know it, the windows are whip-proof. Meanwhile, Renoa climbs the
Duh.
sorceress's window and
Based
decides
as
the best
fuck.
course of action is to
Imagine
loudly
not
announce
being
her presence and say
Quinn-spilled.
hello.
I think in
It
the
doesn't
region, the
work.
Nintendo
The
64
sorceress
did
zaps
better
her in
for a while
brain
than the
and goes to
PS1. The
balcony to make
classic
a speech
8-bit
to the
Mario
assembled
sprite
crowd
looks
like nothing
Mexican,
happened.
ultimately beaten.
Actually, nothing did happen. Hey, you know what might have worked? Is to load your dog onto your wrist crossbow thingy and fire it at Mach 2 into the back of her head. Yeah. Thrill at her evil powers. She can style her own hair with a mere thought and make a giant thingy sprout out of her back. Most surprising
You can
of
play
all,
as her in
she can keep her
Dissidia.
boobs inside that dress without the use of double-sided tape, and she can walk through walls and dominate the minds of pasty bimbos. I'm actually really interested in what the sorceress has to
The
say.
sorceress
What
looks
her
like
politics are, what her
Martina
diplomatic
Markota.
platform is.
White women fiddle dogs.
Lifes, shameless, filthy wretches.
No, wrong! Open with a joke or something, you're losing them!
Actually, if you listen, the crowd still seems firmly behind her. Yay!
Peak Final
How
Fantasy
you
VIII.
celebrate my ascension with such joy, hailing the very one whom you have condemned for generations. Have you no shame? What happened to the
The game never gets
ruthless
as good
sorceress
after
from your
this. I thought she
fantasies,
looked
the
like Shannon.
cold-blooded tyrant
Yeah,
that
she does look
slaughtered
like Shannon
countless
Doherty.
men
That's a
and
good. That's a
destroyed
good
many
one,
nations?
Gaseous.
She
She really does
stands
look like
before
Shannon
your very
Doherty.
eyes
Also,
to
Shannon
become
Doherty
your
has
new
brain
ruler.
cancer. I will keep you in my prayers, Shannon
Sorceress,
Doherty,
you're
because you
going
have
way
brain
off the
cancer.
prompter. No one can help you. Sit back and enjoy the show. And then she rips out the president's fucking soul in front of the entire nation. And instead of panicking, they're loving it. Just listen to them. They're still cheering.
Fucking
even when she
elaborated
starts
where the
threatening to destroy
sorcerer's
them as
thoughts
well.
came from.
Rest assured, you fools. Your time will
Her eye
come.
is finally
Let
going to
us start
escape her.
a new
There was a
reign of
coherent
terror.
plot stakes, and like we all met in the orphanage. Now that's some parasite
Yeah, it's
weeb
probably
shit.
good that George W. Bush didn't go with this as his re-election speech, but, seriously, what is it with so much fiction where people put clearly evil, insane megalomaniacs into positions of absolute power? Well, it happens all the time in comics. Like, my favorite is early in the Green Lanterns, where everyone is stunned to learn that a dude named
All women are-
Sinestro, a purple guy with a snidely whiplash mustache, might turn out to be...
Well, you know how many women fell for fucking Ted Bundy? It's pretty easy to manipulate people if you're charming enough. Ted Bundy proved that very, very easily. Sinestro is a plot point taken from Parasite Eve. Hillary Clinton, yeah.
evil. Oh, and in the Fantastic Four movie, Rise of the Silver Surfer, where the government hires Victor Von Doom to fight the Silver Surfer, even though Victor just went on
Voted for Uncle H even for no reason at all.
public killing spree.
Yeah, look at a good one. Stormfront, The Boys, the TV show version of The Boys, Stormfront. A beautiful woman that people just kind of forgive for being a Nazi and kills people for being black. And people just like, yeah, she's alright.
In the middle of New York City, no less. And that was in the...
Shit, I would fucking vote for her, and I know she would kill me in an instant. I love that woman. Had a horrible teeth hygiene, was undesirable. I don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's not, Sinestro. I mean, it's not. She'd just kill me, which sucks, but, yeah.
The last move.
I'd vote for Stormfront. I love that woman. I love her in a heartbeat. I'd fucking do awful things to her, but she'd kill me in a heartbeat.
So, you know, if people are really this stupid, it's hard for me to feel sorry for them. It really is.
From NBC News, this
Hey,
is a
Spoony.
Decision 2008 special.
NBC News calling.
You voted for her twice, one for each booba, yeah. Watched The Boys and saw a guy stretch his head across the room to suck someone off and turn it off and wish George Bush would come back. Yeah, I didn't watch season 3 yet, but I watched season 2, and I want to fuck that Nazi woman. I want to fuck the Nazi woman from The Boys so bad. Like, I want to tear her fucking ass and face up.
The Democratic candidate.
I love that neo-Nazi. I would vouch for you, Joey. You just have to live in the
Of all my master schemes to take over the
third
world,
ethno-state
the
ghettos.
thousands I killed with my army of robotic suicide squirrels, the millions I spent trying to kill you all with push and eat macaroni in a tube,
Ew.
my even as of yet
Dr.
uncompleted
Insano.
orbital death ray, and all I had to do was run for president? I wasn't even really taking this all that seriously. I even used my real name. You voted
Didn't
for
she
a
leave
guy
the show
named
after
Dr.
season
Insano.
2? They didn't bring her back. She wanted to be in the show after season 2, and they hinted that they were going to have her back, but they just killed her off screen, which is stupid. She was like, yeah, I want to be in the show, but they didn't call me back.
I mean, I know Lex Luthor won last term, but I thought that just had something to do with Superboy Prime punching reality. I never thought this would work. My election platform was to build a giant robot saw blade that would cut Canada off at the top and then attach it to Australia so they wouldn't bother us anymore.
Spoony was happy when Obama won. All that Medicare shit for free really did wonders for Spoony's mental health. Yeah.
President is Fu Manchu.
He's playing a DS, a fat DS, by the way. I used to have that DS. My brother-in-law, King Jigger, my brother-in-law gave me his old 2DS, or DS, by the way, original DS. He gave me his old DS, and I got Mario 64, Ridge Racer, and Wario Land, or Wario Touch, and WarioWare Touch. It was good. I liked it. The only thing that happened was the L button just stopped working on my DS, and it's fucking gay. I had to sell it. And I sold it, and I got another DS, which is dumb. Actually, I did not get Trauma Center. In fact, I've never played Trauma Center. But yeah, the DS is great. And the L button stopped working on my DS, or the R button, so I couldn't play Mega Man. Sad how Nintendo's won the not E3. Yeah, Nintendo's Direct was really good. Mario RPG remake. Mario Wonderful. What buck broke Spoony? Was it? Yeah, it was. Joey. You fuck off.
What's wrong with you?
What rights do they have other than free shit and no accountability? 8 years later, Spoony would compare Insano to Trump.
People, I'm pretty sure that's not even legal.
Mario and
Oh,
Luigi
man, we are
partners
so
in
going
That's
to
a good one.
jack this cunt.
My favorite DS games is the Chrono Trigger DS. Joey is a joke. Chill. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber. Stop. My favorite DS games are Mario 64 DS, Kamen Rider All Generations 2, which is a beat 'em up, Mega Man Battle Network 5 Double Team DS, Mega Man Star Force 1 Dragon, Castlevania Ecclesia?
Beyond repair. No point in
Mario and
wasting any
Luigi,
more
no,
time.
not Donkey Kong.
Let's see. I know I had some
Huge Booba GF is a human right. Mario and Luigi's right about the Aryan ethos. Partners of Time was legit. Oh, and Bowser Inside Story. No, I did not. Saints in Hell. No, I did not. Order of Ecclesia. Foreign parasite conquers the mushroom. No, I did not.
Oh, yes. You'll soon all receive your mandatory reassignment orders to my obedience gnomes. Failure to comply will result in your summary execution, reanimation, and then your zombified corpses will be taken to serve as cannon
Hands off
fodder.
Spear Hunter, Joey. She belongs to Empty. Watching Robot Chicken is hilarious. Robot Chicken is funny. Nah, no, I didn't.
Where you will periodically be chosen by
I don't
lottery
remember
to
that
fight
happening.
with various dinosaurs,
Yeah.
robots, aliens, and other foul agents of the undead I create in my science lab. With science!
Science!
See, I know I'm forgetting something.
We were trannies and shit.
Food, did
What's
you
the
have
average
anything
age
else you
of the
wanted to add?
stream? 33? I don't know, like 20-something to like 30-something? Suddenly Rin makes us shut the fuck up. Okay. Enough irony for the month LGBT. Stay fiddling, kids. Shit. Shut the fuck up.
Amazingly, nobody seems at all disturbed by the sorcerers committing a grisly murder in public. In fact,
I will be 34 this weekend. On Sunday, on the 25th, I'll be 34. And I will be doing a stream, maybe Senran Kagura. It'll probably be Senran Kagura. Are you Vic? No. Like Jesus Christ. We'll probably be doing Senran Kagura or something. Or we're just watching random nonsense. But I will be having a birthday stream on the 25th.
they throw a parade complete with dancers, a band, and floats. Somehow, Quistis gets back in position in time to close the gates, trapping the motorcade and allowing time
best
for
girl.
Irvin to take
My
the shot.
birthday is October 27th, 1970.
Oh,
wow!
goddamn.
You're as old as my brother-in-law. Joey pronounced Senran Kagura. Senran Kagura. Based boomer. Yeah, my brother-in-law, the man that married my older sister, he's as old as you.
But are you serious?
He's cool. He's some Italian dude, and he's like really into motorcycles. He's awesome.
Yep, the Garden entrusted a major political assassination to a rookie who's
I love
never
my older
actually
sister.
killed
She's
anybody
great.
before,
She
and now that
basically
the moment's
raised
come
me
to
when I
take
was
the
a little
shot,
kid.
Irvin's completely lost his
I
balls.
love her more than
Just
anything.
explain to me why he's suddenly gone nutless
I'd take a
now,
bullet for
when
that
he was
woman.
perfectly happy to shoot people in the face with a sawed-off shotgun at point-blank range not long ago. After a few minutes, they finally managed to browbeat Irvin into taking the shot anyway, but by then it's too late and the sorceress is wise to the whole scheme. Squall just says fuck it and charges into the motorcade with gun blades swinging, but he's blocked by Cypher, who's acting as the sorceress's personal bodyguard now. But
I
sadly
want
for
to be the cool uncle that everyone says is bad influence.
Cypher, he hits like a complete
Based boomers.
bitch. I guess the sorceress did give him 100 demi-spells to junction to his strength attribute like I've got. I absolutely...
Are you gonna play it? I'm the first. Yeah, I might play the Cyberpunk DLC. I don't know. I'm the first year of Zoomers, last year of Millennials, depending on the source. I know I have an uncle like that. I'm a boomer. I was born in '89. I was born in the late '80s, so I'm a boomer.
absolutely spank this guy in like
Or
2 rounds. The sorceress is
millennial.
no big
I'm a
sweat either,
millennial.
especially
Fuck
since I just
me
found
in
this
the ass.
Pikachu-looking thing that casts Reflect on everyone. Sadly, my green Togepi's reflective powers are no match for the sorceress's deadly ice bolts of plot convenience, and Squall is impaled through the
Speaks
chest.
with pigeons. Wow.
Man, they're really milking the drama here, making us think Squall is dead. I mean, we've only finished the first disc out of 4. There's 3 more to go. There's 3 more to go.
Yeah.
Why did you kill
There's only 3
Applebee's?
more to go.
At the time, he was on
3
Prozac.
more.
Just rail a chick on
I've
Robot
done 1
Chicken,
out
damn.
of 4. And there's 3 more.
I did not cause 9/11. Yeah, SpongeBob. Really? It got taken? That sucks. Alright, let's see what other videos. We just did, what, 8? That one, which was 8. Rich for anti-Troon or anti-Semitic. You made Donkey Kong knock down the Twin Towers. It's all canon, folks. Part 4. Fuck. Sure, you solved the... I don't even fucking... Kat Dennings all the way. I love Stormfront, but fucking Kat Dennings all the way. Kat Dennings should play Stormfront, because that'd be awesome. Part 9. Alright, I'm going to take a pee-pee break. I'm going to get myself more booze. And we're going to play some music. We're going to play some fucking Final Fantasy Mystic Quest music. Because our fake Aryan dance. Alright. I got some more booze. I took a piss. Let's fucking finish off Spoonies off videos. Yeah. Let's read the comments, but SpongeBob... Okay, let's do this. Joey provided pun cares, conjecture... You want to know a good YouTube channel? Zionist Report, Booze and Booba. But SpongeBob is gay. They shut down during gay pride. One time when I was a little guy with a Jew walked up and knocked my ice cream out of my hand. That sucks. Fucking kikes. Anyway, let's watch more Spoony. Mirror Me TV is pure Zionist propaganda, but it gave the internet endless views. Q!
You know what all these flashbacks to Laguna remind me of? It's kind of like the movie Highlander, when we'd periodically go back in time and look at all the...
Highlander is a fucking great movie. Legitimately, the first Highlander movie was really good.
The major events that define Connor McLeod's
The Jew
life
cries out in pain as he knocks over your ice cream.
till now. Or, say, Lost, where the characters flash back to meaningful events in their life.
Or, but I've never watched Lost, but I know it's like the whole show is like a bunch of people are stuck on an island and they can't get off the island. There can be only one.
Lives. They allowed us to see the characters in other times and other places, interacting with new characters and dealing with unusual situations so that we could get new insights and perspectives on their backgrounds and motives.
Jay Jesus, who turned a kid into a troon and took his wife, who runs the banks. Yeah.
Unlike Final Fantasy VIII, where none of these goddamn flashbacks contribute a single, solitary thing to the main storyline at all. I mean, seriously, who are these people? Where are they? What are they doing? What do they want to do?
Because they want to create black propaganda against the Arab worlds by taking fringe opinions from the Arab.
How does any of this relate back to anything? Like, all right, I know there's a lot of game left. There's like 3 discs of game left to go, and there's probably some way they could find to tie all of this meaningless shit together and have it make total sense.
Follow the money.
I really don't think so.
Okay, so apparently Laguna survived jumping off a cliff, and now he's working as a village monster slayer, because you can't set your foot outside your door without getting...
Yo, Laguna's fight theme is fucking awesome. Bew just renewed his domains, by the way. Holy shit. I shall beat you with my shoe, you heathen. He's still alive. The Troons don't care. Yeah, John Money, it all makes sense. Yeah, John Money was Jewish.
Getting jumped by a roving gang.
Laguna's fight scene was awesome. Laguna's fight music was awesome. I think it's called, like, The Machine Man or something.
Of giant caterpillars. Yeah, giant caterpillars.
Man with the machine gun is my jam.
This game is fucking retarded. What are they gonna do? Eat your fucking shrubberies?
Everyone, listen to me. We must send away for a warrior from distant lands to help drive these giant caterpillars away. If we delay much longer, they might turn into giant butterflies.
You know,
June 27th will be the 2-year anniversary of his death.
Anything else I might have believed, like orcs or werewolves or wolverines. But caterpillars? There's a ton of them. They're in like every fight I had in this flashback. How do you get ambushed by...
Caterpillars are cool. They're cute.
Fucking
It's at a socialist extra if they knew about John Money but still support it. Wow.
Caterpillars. You're just walking...
If I do end up going to hell, and I probably will because I'm like a mutt, I want to gut John Money and like tear his fucking organs out of his body in front of an audience. Like, I will do that. If I can, I will fucking gut John Money and just rip his organs out and just throw them at people.
Around a complete...
Fuck John Money. That man is a fucking monster.
Completely empty village and holy shit, caterpillars! How do you not see 16-foot caterpillars coming? It's not even like they're taking an aggressive posture. Look at them. They're totally...
Don't think like that. I'll try not to. Me and Gaseous will help you out, Joey, King of Fighter style. Want to know something funny? Joey, what's up?
Laid back. And you know what really confuses me here is the way the music does this really weird shift from horrible, brutal, graphic violence to tender, sweet love music.
John Money died in 1988, I believe. Wow.
You can't do that! You haven't...
When I told her women was that too far-eyed, droopy-eyed. The man who made Cosmo a Troon, full name is John Numbers Goldberg. Holy fuck!
Any idea how jarring?
Yeah. Cosmo Wright got fucking lost in a fucking Mario game. I think it was like a Mario Maker game. It was fucking great. Star Wars. Number 1, the plot. Number 2, the plot. Number 3, I'm skipping this scene entirely in Star Wars.
Kyros is our next contestant on Boy or Girl.
Final Fantasy VIII has been actually pretty good about keeping
every single time
the androgynous anime-style characters to a bare minimum. I'd be on the
I went some people say base John Numbers.
Fence about Irvin if he didn't clearly have a man's name, but as for Kyros, well, like, frankly, I have no idea.
At first, the muscular build and broader shoulders suggest a man, but the long below waist-length braided hair with colorful beads suggest a female. Kyros also wears jewelry in the form of earrings and has a very feminine neckline and what appear to be plucked eyebrows. I'm not sure how to classify the unorthodox fighting style. Like I said, Kyros seems to prance around like Voldo, but the small punching daggers slightly suggest a female, since most of the characters in this game seem to favor weapons that are like 4-foot long swords or boat anchors. Kyros also wears what appears to be tight leather jeans, boots that zip up from the front all the way to the toes, and a midriff exposing tank top.
Let's see, form-fitting clothes and a leather fetish. And yet I haven't seen a single solitary nude picture online of a female Kyros with Renoa Quistis or selfie.
Family Feud theme gives the most nostalgia. Yeah. Seeing John Numbers beat Cosmo is like watching a murder in slow motion.
I'm sorry, I just need clearer evidence of breasts, so I'm gonna say... boy? Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
God made all people, Joey.
Kyros
Being a
into
heathen
patrolman.
will land you in hell, not a mutt. God wouldn't blame you for such a thing that's out of your control. That's actually really comforting to hear. That's actually really comforting to hear. I needed to hear that. Thank you. Thank you, Total Janny Death.
Town with him, which is really just consisting of running to the edge of the town and back, and dealing with random encounters. But since I refuse to waste my time with killing giant caterpillars, I've enabled the Encounter None ability I learned from the devil, so I never run into any monsters except bosses now. And that
in the modern version, base Janny. Yeah, thank you, Janny. Thank you, really. Thank you a lot. I needed to hear that.
This is kind of an interesting point.
When Empty says, Joey, Jesus loves and forgives you. Yes.
If a character is protected from random encounters,
Yeah.
how far can he exactly confer that protection? Is
I know that Jesus and God have the right path for me. I just kind of lose faith of that, and I'm glad I was able to be reintroduced to a new path. So thank you.
Like some kind of radius?
I needed to hear
How
that.
big exactly is that radius? And trust me, removing all the random encounters shaves like
God,
20
Jesus.
hours
God
off
and the bear.
godforsaken game. But that
Total
doesn't stop it from
groiper
doing
death.
everything
Kill
it possibly
groipers.
can to bog the narrative down in endless scenes of dialogue, because Kyros never stops
God is good,
talking
God
the
is great,
entire
God is
fucking
good.
way. He explains that he can get Laguna a job at the popular Timber Maniacs magazine as some kind of tourism correspondent.
Oh, what? You're just gonna
I
leave
sure
and
Speed was
abandon this
right.
village to the
Anytime,
ravaging
brother.
giant caterpillars?
Laguna asks Kyros how everyone else is doing. Ward, despite months of tickle therapy, never managed to regain his voice, and he currently works as a jailer. Julia, the piano player Laguna had a crush on, instantly forgot about Laguna's sorry ass the minute he disappeared,
Ooh,
and married
that's
some
rough.
guy named General Caraway.
So that means that Julia is Renoa's mother! Wow! That really doesn't have any significance on anything.
And let's see, there's a lot more boring talking that goes absolutely nowhere, and eventually the flashback just sort of peters out. The main characters wake up in some kind of Galbadian prison, but now you're in control of Zell. At first there's like a moment of panic, like, oh no, Zell can't be our backup hero, can he? No way. But then you realize the game is just trying to desperately hold on to the tiniest shred of suspense that Squall might really be dead. And he's not, of course, because 10 seconds later, we see Cypher slapping the shit out of him in another prison cell.
Okay, does anyone want to tell me how Squall somehow managed to survive being impaled through the chest with a 5-foot spear of ice?
I mean, he's a Final Fantasy character. They can survive anything. Except Tifa getting stabbed in the back.
Because that kind of kills some people. It's just a little consistency is all I'm looking for, you know?
Cypher proceeds to feel Squall up, and then straps him to some kind of vertical platform and proceeds to torture him with electrical shocks. Gosh, you know, that looks kind of familiar, doesn't it?
Metal Gear Solid. Yep, they're right there. You mean Aerith?
Apparently the sorceress is really paranoid about the seeds being specially trained to take her out.
Tell me what
and she
you
wants
know,
to know what's so special about them.
pretty good.
And Cypher, being a whiny bitch who never finishes anything, doesn't know because he never graduated from the seed program. Really, you want to know the secret to being a seed?
Yeah, if Irvin and Zell qualified, I don't think there's much to it. But of all the people you could
What's
have
the
chosen
meaning of
to
the
torture,
seed?
you chose
Choose
Squall.
your lettuce, Troon.
I mean, I know you've got a history with the guy and you've got a serious vengeance hard-on, but Squall? I
The
mean,
meaning
just
of
hook up the
feed
electrodes
and
to Selfie's
sneed,
nipples.
formerly
You don't
Chucks.
even need to go that far. You could probably just take away her cell phone and she'd squeal.
Meanwhile, Zell and the others are getting beat up by a mean guy. No, really, his name is Mean Guy.
Mean guy.
Zell gets the worst of it when the mean guy tap dances on his ribcage.
I'm a
And when
whore.
he leaves, Selfie tries to heal Zell's injuries with, wait, magic? Now they're using magic?
And nobody thought to do this when Ward was bleeding out his throat? Nobody thought to cast a full life spell on Eris?
Well, the Final Fantasy series isn't canonical with each other. Like, Final Fantasy VII isn't canonical with Final Fantasy VIII. So, went the shit after, like, 1999. Yeah, Season 9 was the last good season.
I mean, it's just not fair. You know?
They're also stuck in a room with some kind of 5-foot-tall furry thing called a Moomba. A Moomba. Honest to God.
It's fucking Spoony. Cures KO, not death. That looks like something that advertised Cheetos. Like, I expect it to be like, hey, buy some Cheetos.
God, guys, I have no fucking clue. You thought the Ewoks were stupid? It's actually a huge orange furry thing that looks like some kind of cross between Bart Simpson and the Cowardly Lion. Actually, it looks like something that ought to be selling some extreme new flavor of Cheetos.
Hey!
Well, anyway, the cure spell doesn't work, and Quistis explains it's because
looks like a Neopet, a Goomba.
Oh, really? An anti-magic
You guys like eyes on me? It's a Digimon.
You just pulled that one out of your ass, didn't you?
So it does look like a Digimon.
Why can't they just use magic to overpower the guards or to summon the goddess of ice to blow the door off the hinges? There's a anti-magic field. Oh, of course!
Digimon,
so someone just invented
digital
that, huh?
monsters, Digimon are the champions.
How does it work, you may be asking? How? With science, of course! I'm Dr. Insano! It's what I do! And if you order today, I can have the Dr. Insano anti-magic field generator kit overnighted to you! Never again be humiliated by such do-gooder arcane superheroes like Doctor Strange or John Constantine
Shazam
or Zatanna.
Could suck it!
Dr. Strange. What's he supposed to be a doctor of anyway? I don't see him doing any real science. But now you can shut them down with the new Dr. Insano anti-magic field generator
kit. That's why Squall wanted nothing to do with her. Dr. Insano is John Money confirmed.
Green setting, David Blaine, all the way to its highest industrial strength power, David Copperfield. No magic will touch you.
They shagged up with someone because they're all just complained how Eyes on Me by Faye wasn't FF8 was amazing.
I'm sorry, but if anti-magic fields have been invented and they're common knowledge, why in the hell is the sorceress such a big problem?
But Dr. Insano, you may be asking, how am I supposed to plug it in? I have so many other of your wonderful gadgets. Not to worry, dear consumer. I've thought ahead. I've installed this
love Eyes on Me. It's weird.
Which adds 3 additional outlets, so you'll have plenty of room to plug in your iPhone charger. Yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? Now, how much would you be willing to pay for the Dr. Insano anti-magic field generator kit? $4.99?
My wife and I was spurred deathly explained the song was an FF8.
Well, as you can tell, I'm Insano, and my deals are also crazy. You see, you too can own the Dr. Insano anti-magic field generator kit for only $99.95. And as an additional bonus, I'll even throw in the 2 Dr. Insano robotic grabby things so you can safely handle the raritanium nuclear ore that goes inside the anti-magic field generator kit. Also, just because I like you a lot, I'm willing to throw in this, my latest invention. It's only in its prototype phase, but I want you to try it. It's the new Dr. Insano Neuralizer. These deals are out of this world.
Oh, that's a flashlight.
You will forget anywhere
I thought it was a Kamen Rider Fies toy.
This good.
Oh yes, Laguna's Squall's dad. No, don't read too much into that.
Because I have goggles. Nothing at all.
The flashlight.
I'm lonely inside.
Anyway, the group decides that they're completely helpless without their weapons, and so their only hope of overpowering the guards is Zell, because he's already got his weapons, because, as he says, these weapons are these fists o' mine. But first they need to get out of their cell, and since Zell is the one making the plan, oh god, how much do you want to bet it's the stupidest escape plan ever conceived? Oh yeah, it's even dumber than the sick man routine. Zell runs up, knocks on the door, and informs the guards that the ladies have all been bitten by a poisonous snake in his cell and are all dying. And the guards, being the rock-stupidest bastards in existence, immediately rush in to investigate.
Useless woman.
No, you fool, don't open
Zell
the door.
becomes a prison bitch.
Will escape.
I like you, and I want you.
Zell
and we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Either way, Zell, the choice is yours. Oh, you try to do this the Hollow
Our
way.
shotguns are useless against them. After you get the weapons back, Zell brings them back to the ladies, and holy shit, he's growing!
Whoa, he grew!
Yeah, well,
You
for
eating
some
fucking
reason,
green
Zell and
beans?
the ladies all swell up into 20-foot-tall titans and escape.
Doesn't make you
Biggs and
great,
Wedge from
gay,
earlier
just
tried to
as
stop
Ralph.
them, but unfortunately, they
Oh, yeah,
can't
Ralph
quintuple
was
their
raped
size
in
like the
prison.
others, and they're quickly dispatched. It's interesting to note that I can seemingly cast magic spells and summon demons just fine in here, despite the anti-magic field they made such a big deal about just a few minutes ago. Once you're out, you brawl through floor after identical floor filled with robots and guards.
Loves
it's
his friend,
incredibly
yeah.
annoying watching the game recycle the same map a half-dozen times for every floor of the prison, as if it's not even bothering to hide the fact that it's deliberately trying to waste your time. Now, you can
Gator,
explore most of the
get the
cells
prison
where,
warden,
despite
Gator.
the complex being under full
They're
alert,
raping
several
me,
of the
Gator.
prisoners will eagerly play cards with you.
I need my
In
maker's
fact,
mark.
most of them actually have
Call
the
an
balls to
Uber.
demand
Walk,
payment
call an
before they'll
Uber.
play
I
cards
need
with
my
you.
maker's
Even
mark.
if I wasn't
Josh
being
Moon's
chased by
penis.
hunter-killer robots,
Gator.
would you ever
Gator.
pay someone $300
Josh
to
Moon's
play Magic
penis.
the Gathering
Josh
with you?
Moon's thick
Fuck that
throbbing
noise.
dick.
It's like the people who created this game have no concept of time, urgency, or logic. I can't believe how there's not a single screen of this game that I can't bitch about. After several more floors of this crap, the Moombas lead you back to where Squall is being held. At this point, I have to stop and explain something. Anytime a party member joins or leaves the group, or you're forced to split the party, you're gonna run into a little bit of a problem. By this point, you've spent a ton of time already
Ralph
equipping
is
your
the
current
king.
party
Sweep
with all
me
their
up, I don't
GFs,
care.
their abilities, and their
Bish.
and magic spells.
Bish.
The only thing each character maintains separately is their own
Fuck
inventory
you,
of
Bish.
magic. When you're forced to change your party
Gator.
lineup, those characters
Play
are
the
almost
clip,
always
Gator.
completely
The laughing
unequipped.
at my
They
Gator.
don't have any magic,
I need
and they
my
don't have any
maker's mark.
GFs.
Josh
And without
Moon's
GFs,
penis.
they don't have
Bish.
any abilities. Without
Bish.
junction magic, their hit points and their melee attacks suck.
Bish.
So what do?
Fuck you,
Well,
Bish.
you have to equip the new party members.
You better
and the
do
game
it
makes this
today,
process
Bish.
actually pretty fast by
Let's
allowing you to
fucking
exchange
go,
all of one
Bish.
character's stuff with another's. And that's pretty convenient, but it also has the side effect of almost completely eliminating the individual
There's something about
character's sense of
selfie.
identity. You really just have 3 different configurations of GFs and magic. The characters themselves are basically blank slates with no distinguishing combat features except their limit breaks, which you'll rarely use. You'd think Zell or Squall would be better melee fighters than the girls, but it all really just comes down to what spell they have junction to their strength attribute. So now that Squall has joined again, I have to choose a new party and fix everyone's GFs. It doesn't take long, but remember, you have to do this every time the party changes. Everyone
Selfies
decides
of
that
peanut
the only
butter
way out is on the
lathering
bottom floor,
autist.
so they all decide to take.
My name is Selfie, and I'm gonna rub peanut butter all over my body. I have the chunky peanut butter, and we're gonna rub this all over me, and it's gonna be great.
An elevator
Even
back
Josh
down,
Moon!
even after I spent all
Josh
the time going up.
Moon's
The problem
penis!
is, Zell has to
Josh
stand up on the elevator
Moon!
console. This
Bish!
necessitates another party change, and I have to move all of Zell's shit to someone else.
I like
Once
to
Squall
take
and the others get to the
selfies.
bottom, they run into a dead end because beyond the escape hatch, there's nothing but a solid wall of earth beyond. Because apparently this complex is
Josh
underground.
is a pet and is
Then the
terrified of a
narrative switches back
cripple.
to Zell, who gets
Bish.
jumped by guards the instant Squall leaves. Now I have to switch all of Zell's GFs back to him again. Zell gets in big trouble, but luckily Squall swoops in to save the day. I am a little confused as to how he swoops down from above when he's supposed to be about 20 floors below Zell, but whatever, I don't fucking care. An overjoyed Zell rewards him with the most graphic, prolonged,
What a cripple. What
succulent
cripple?
blowjob
Josh is
ever
afraid of
witnessed in a video
Philippine
game.
pig farming farms.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sucking dick! Sucking dick! Gawk, gawk, motherfucker!
Oh,
Gawk,
this is
gawk.
hot, and I'm not even gay. Squall says no, but his hands and his hips say, God, yes!
Let's go, you're like a lamprey, motherfucker.
Anyway,
You stole
since there's no way
8,000
out
from Hot
downstairs,
Wheels.
the group
Spoonie's
decides
a
to
sex
head back
pervert.
Up. Again! But they can't go up because guards with machine guns start to pin them down. But suddenly, Renoa and Urban come from out of nowhere and hold the guards off while the others
Yes, I
escape.
do.
And
And I will download and play the Spooning with Spooning videos in the future.
this forces you to change your party. Again! And once again, you guessed it, you have to run through a series of identical prison floors until you fight a giant
Red
robot
Hand
at the very
Plant
top.
talked about her
Once
sex
you're
life a
outside, you
bit.
can finally get a good look at where the group has been taken. It turns out that the entire prison is some kind of huge, mobile, subterranean, 3-pronged drill.
Why?
Why would you build something like that?
Adding
Why
the
would you
donation
build
she ripped
a
off from an
drill-shaped
Infinite
prison?
Network.
What the hell possible function does that serve? How would you even get government funding for something like that? What dipshit politician proposed a bill for this monstrosity saying, yeah, it's pretty good, but you know what the modern prison system needs? It needs to be drill-shaped and able to tunnel underground. What the hell kind of sense does that make?
Fucking
Science,
Gurren
of
Lagann.
course. Oh, shut up.
Squall barely manages to escape the submerging drill structure, and the scene fades back up as the party has taken refuge in a fully stocked garage with 2 fully fueled Galbadian Army troop carrier transport trucks inside.
Neat.
What the fuck is this? Why is there a garage just standing here in the middle of the fucking desert? Why are there trucks inside? Who the hell do they belong to, and where are they? Well, gosh.
She honestly whined about how her puss was stank and that her ass was
because
too
now they know exactly
fat
what the
to fuck.
sorceress is planning. And she's
a good black man to fuck. If her ass is too fat to fuck, she's a good black man to fuck her.
So they decide to split up.
Niggas love that big fat ass.
While Selfie,
they love a good pog.
Selfie is leading a strike team heads to the nearest missile base to stop them from launching.
Niggas
so they
love
don't
a good
have
pog.
radios, but they do have intercontinental ballistic missiles.
And the good luck just keeps coming because Selfie just so happens to be driving a Galbadian Army troop transport,
The only
which
one
just
I can
happens
find.
to have uniforms that fit them in the back. So the guards at the checkpoint wave them through without a second glance, because that's how
everyone loves a good
when
pog.
it comes to the security of their missile bases. And of course, when the game hands control back over to you, you have an entirely new party to equip. Again! The girls immediately run into some problems when the door to the missile base turns out to be locked with a card reader. A locked door to your missile base? Those crafty bastards! But the suspense holds for a full 5 seconds until Quistis mentions that she just happened to find a matching key card in the truck.
The truck they found in the desert. Someone left a key card to a nuclear missile silo in the middle of the desert. Am I getting through to you people at all?
Plus, think about this. You're sending a strike team to shut down a missile launch, and it's led by Selfie. You're letting Selfie loose on the controls to a missile silo. And when she accesses the computer, she's so stupid your only options are to just press whatever and
Did you
bang
manage
on
to
it
get
hard.
all the Spoony videos?
Hang
No,
on,
I
maybe
did
this
not.
wasn't such a good idea.
I need to, but I should. I should. Oh, shit. Fuck me in the butt. Fuck me in the ass. God fucking fuck. Fuck me in the fucking mouth. And get serious
Stop
Osaka
hitting
vibes
buttons,
from
you crazy
Self.
bitch! You'll kill us all!
Fuck me in the butt.
Major Dave, get me the president. Yes, sir.
Fuck me in the throat. God fuck. Fucking fuck. Fucking fuck. 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 Fucking sucking fuck.
No, don't fuck with the error
fuck,
ratio.
fuck.
Now you'll be spraying nukes all
Fuck.
over the country. Think of the innocent people.
Fuck! Fuck me in the throat. Fucking fuck. I'm good. I'm great. I'm good. God is good. God is great. Give me from my food. Come on, Joey. Get one with the abortion chicken jewelry. Well, maybe in the future. That's fucking War Games. Are you interested in the white pill on the what? Yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, fucking play me the white pill. What's the cue? We're setting up a in the future. I'll be setting up OBS in the future. Alright, I'm gonna play some fucking... Let me, get some more booze. Let me get some more... fuck yeah. Let me get some more booze, and let me get some more Monster. Because I am drinking Monster, and I'm drinking booze. We got donation chime. Joey enjoy gaseous bingo when he streams on his PS4 or 5. White women are basically children in the head. It's their fault that they're weak. They are simply doing... Oh, wow.
Badly designed piece of shit.
Alright, we already watched some of this.
Crap. So the hit points. Is it like a ring or a lotion or something?
Yeah, we already watched a lot of this. Gaming PC for work and play, you should really set up your... Yeah, I should.
Playing the same random interference.
I already watched this. What time is it? Oh, wow. Alright, so we already watched all the Spoony 1 videos I have. I'm pretty drunk right now, actually. I'm trying to, like, sober it, but I'm pretty drunk. I want to at least watch one more part. Yeah, this part.
After every plot element that, if I keep going at this rate, I'll never finish it. Indeed! Which is why I've...
Yeah, we already watched this.
Sounds like something Pinky the Rat
Got a
would
bingo
say.
yet?
Norg! You can't even move, I bet. Can you imagine what the inside of that ship smells like? Probably like sauerkraut and ass.
Norg the Fat demands more pies!
Sid says he feels betrayed and wishes he could go back in time so that he never accepted Norg's money in the first place.
Oh, come on, who wouldn't trust a screaming 2-ton pile of butter with 6-foot-long finger claws and neck flaps you could lose a battleship in? I mean, you could have suckered anybody. Oh, but I forgot to mention how they evade the nuclear missiles. The guard can fly.
Norg sounds like James Hetfield.
One,
Norg, good!
How? Why?
Final Fantasy ain't bad! White Pill conclusion when arguing with someone that it was in Queen's fault that her country fell apart. It was white woman.
I hate this fucking game!
Wow.
It turns out the flashbacks to Laguna are being caused by some woman named Elone, or Ellen, who has the power to telepathically send people into the past, into the minds of people she knew. Of course, how or why she has this power is never explained or even asked about, and that's an awfully big plot hole, even considering everything else that doesn't make sense, because this power is the axis around which this entire story turns. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Even when you find Alone and ask her why the hell we need to suffer through all of these Laguna flashbacks, she never really comes up with a satisfactory answer. At some point later on, she says she wanted to try to change the past so that Laguna and her mother would end up happy together. A mission that would have had a much better chance at succeeding, by the way, if she just approached Squall and the others from the beginning and explained what in the hell they were supposed to do, instead of confusing and scaring the shit out of them with all this
now would be a good time to post Cat Dennings on Discord. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. It's what? Almost 2 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, fuck it. We'll do some Cat Dennings videos. Beard, no. Drunk Joey, no.
This is the night my best friend and I just had. Ready?
Look at her. Isn't she so beautiful?
Yeah, this is great. This is awesome.
God, she's so fucking perfect. Look at her. Look at this woman. She is so fucking beautiful. She is like legitimately the most beautiful woman in the world.
I wonder if anyone's here that we know. I don't know. I don't see anybody.
I would legitimately kill people just to kiss her on the fucking mouth. I love this woman. I love Kat Dennings. I would kill people to fucking come on Kat Dennings' leg. That's how much I love her.
Just mind her own business, like normal.
God, look at her. She's fucking beautiful. Look at her.
Physical comedy, mockumentary, dark comedy.
Look at her.
The women nominated for supporting.
Holy fuck, I love this woman.
But they all have one thing in common. They are serious.
I will take a bullet for this woman. I love Kat Dennings. I would take a bullet for Kat Dennings.
Talented. Here are the nominees.
I love her. I know she's Jewish, but I don't give a fuck. She's perfect. She can hide in my fucking attic all she wants. Skimping ain't free. The booba of Kat Dennings must be laundered with the blood of people. Shit. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, Gaseous, but still, I love her.
Funny. It kind of happened. I don't know how that happened. I think clever editing. Funny. It kind of happened. I don't know how that happened. I think clever editing.
Well, you opened the movie.
She's so fucking perfect, though. Fuck. Even with her fucked up teeth, I love her.
Be awesome, by the way.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Yeah, I'm really proud of this film. I'm a really big fan, and yeah, it's just so good. It's so good.
I love her so much. I fucking love this woman so much. We'll watch one more Kat Dennings video, then we're gonna watch something else. Then we're gonna watch like a Jessica Negri video. We're gonna watch one more Kat. It's gonna be this. This is a good video. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that fucking nice? Look at fucking Christina Hendricks' big jugs. Oh my god. Oh my god. And we're gonna watch one more Kat Dennings video. Or actually, let's watch one more Hannah Minks video. How about that? How about we watch one more Hannah Minks video?
Minasan, konnichiwa.
Can't spell niggery without nig.
Right now, it's summertime. Natsu. Minasan, konnichiwa. Right now, it's summertime. Natsu. Natsu. Summer. Right now, we're inside in the air conditioning during Natsu. I do a lot of things during Natsu to keep cool. I like to see a 3D movie during Natsu.
Avatar.
I like to make lemonade during Natsu. Really refreshing and cool. I like to eat cherries during Natsu.
Looks like cold in her living room, yeah. Yeah, her nipples are really hard. It looks really cold. Oh, look at a little doggy. Look at that little doggy.
Cool and refreshing. Miu Miu wants some too. Miu Miu's panting a little because she gets kind of hot in Natsu.
Natsu. Oh. Oh, my brother had a dog like that. It was an Australian Shepherd. Or, it was a, yeah, he had a dog like that. It was a, yeah. That Joey has ended the stream with the same video. Oh, I like videos.
But she still...
You know, we'll end the stream on a different video. We'll end it on... we'll end it on another video. How about Disneyland? How about that?
Minasan, konnichiwa. Right now I'm at Disneyland. Woo! In California.
You said you were gonna watch more. Yeah, I'm a little drunk and I'm kind of fucked up. Tawashi, gotta say.
Now I'm a wizard. I have a chipmunk on my head. That's fighting harder. We're gonna walk around Disneyland and cast spells. It's magical. And we're gonna try cool rock.
Kids, drunk Joey is easily the most malleable of all Joeys if you want him to do shit. Fuck off. Fuck off.
We're gonna go inside Tarzan's treehouse now. It might be a little scary to you, but anyway, it might be fun. And how about we take a look at it? Wow.
Based if you wrench me. Wrench, you know what? Fuck it. There you go, buddy. You're a moderator now. Alright, fuck off. Alright, we're done. Yeah, Total Jenny Death, you're a moderator now, and, I'm kinda done. We're done now. We're done. You have a good night. I will see you guys later, and Drunk Joey's King. I will see you guys later. We'll be doing Bill and Ted for the Game Boy, and maybe that'll be it. Night, friends. You guys have a good night.